The piti sambojjhanga is rapture or joy. This piti normally can associate with 51 type of consciousness, but here just take only 38. 38. What's 38? Mahakusala, Mahakiriya, Somanasa. 8. See that, right? Sense sphere, wholesome consciousness accompanied by pleasurable feeling, 4. Right? Sense sphere consciousness, sense sphere functional consciousness accompanied by pleasurable feeling, 4. As we studied chapter 1, right? So 4 plus 4 is 8. And Rupavachara, form sphere, first jhana, right? Just second jhana, third jhana, just wholesome, right? Wholesome consciousness, 3. So you don't taking about resultant consciousness, just taking about wholesome and functional consciousness. Remember, it's the first chapter when we study Rupavachara, form sphere consciousness. Yeah. First jhana, second jhana, third jhana. Yeah, 3, 3, 3, right? But just taking wholesome consciousness, first, second, third. And for form sphere, functional consciousness, first, second, third. No resultant consciousness. But here, bojjhanga, constituent of enlightenment, the factor of enlightenment. Vipaka citta cannot function about to practice this meditation, right? Just a wholesome and functional consciousness. See there, first jhana, what's their factor? Vitaka, vichara, piti. See there, piti, right? See piti. Second jhana, or vichara, piti. See there, just piti. The third jhana start from piti. So that's why piti just actually with the form sphere, first jhana, second jhana, third jhana. See that, right? For the fourth, start from sukha, no piti, right? So just only taking first jhana, second jhana, third jhana. So we can call this one the first jhana, second jhana, third jhana, jhana. So if the jhana is no vipaka, no resultant, right? Just a wholesome and functional consciousness. So 6, right? Rupavachara, wholesome consciousness, first, second, third, 3, and functional consciousness, first, second, third, 3. So, from the sense sphere consciousness, the wholesome somanasa citta, 4, functional somanasa, 4, Rupavachara, first, second, third, wholesome consciousness, 3. Rupavachara, functional, first, second, third, jhana, 3. And supramundane, first jhana A, second jhana A, third jhana A. A multiplied by 3 is become 24. For the sense sphere, wholesome functional consciousness accompanied by pleasurable feeling, A. For a Rupavachara form sphere consciousness, the first, second, third, wholesome and functional consciousness, 6, and supramundane, first, second, third, jhana, 24. Altogether, 38. 38. This piti in 38 type of consciousness is the piti sambojjhanga. That's why you're not, not supposed to forget the first chapter. Number 5 is Pasati Sambojjhanga. Pasati Sambojjhanga is quietude or tranquility of the mind. Tranquility of the mind. Is reality here, Pasati. The Kaya Pasati and Chitta Pasati. When we study chapter 2, right? The Kaya Pasati, Chitta Pasati. This Kaya and Chitta Pasati are mental state. Right? Mental state, Chittasika, we call Chittasika. It's calmness, a serenity, or tranquility, and Pasati. This Pasati in 42 types of consciousness, same with state. Pasati in 42 types of consciousness. Remember that, right? Kaya Pasati, Chitta Pasati. And number 6, Samadhi Sambojjhanga, concentration. This reality is Ekakata, Chittasika. This Ekakata in 42 types of consciousness, same state. Right? Same state. 42 types of consciousness. And number 7, Ubekha, Sambojjhanga, equanimity, or neutrality of mind. Is reality here, Tatra Machatatta. Tatra Machatatta, Chittasika, right? One kind of mental factor. This Tatra Machatatta in 42 types of consciousness. In 42 types of consciousness. Tatra Machatatta, that's the equanimity. One kind of Chittasika. Not neutral feeling. In chapter 2, we study in chapter 2. We have 52 types of mental factor, mental state. That is one kind of the mental state, Tatra Machatatta. When you say Brahma Vihara, sublime, 4, right? Metta, Karuna, Mudita, Ubekha. This Ubekha is this Tatra Machatatta. It's not feeling, right? It's the equanimity. So Bojjhanga 7. See that when we practice meditation, number 1, state, mindfulness, awareness, you experience about this. Oh, I have good state, good mindfulness. You know that before you get up, you know, before you want to do something, you know your mind first. Only. Whatever you do, you have good state. Right? Just good mindfulness. You experience about that. Number 2, investigation of the truth. This is seeing mind and matter as they really, truly are. See, oh, this mind comes, go away, rising and disappearing. It's not last long, it's impermanent. You know that when you practice meditation. When you gain Udayabhaya Jnana, the knowledge to cease the arising and disappearing. And Virya, effort. Your effort, your energy is not like that before. It's so strong. Right? It's effort. And piti, some of you experience the piti rapture. 5 kinds of piti. One of the 5 we experience about that piti. And number 5, pasati, tranquility of the mind. It's not only the mind, in the body you feel light, you know, tranquil. Your body, your mind, you will experience about that. Number 6, concentration. You have good concentration. You know, Today is not like yesterday. I'm better than yesterday. Something you have good concentration. So ubekha here, equanimity. Equanimity. Maybe before, if you come across undesirable object, may you get angry. If desirable object, maybe cravings occurs. But now, no hate and love. Equanimity. Right? You experience all this consciousness of enlightenment when you practice meditation. It's not in the beginning, right? When you reach to Udayabaya Jnana, just go step by step, right? You will see, when you gain concentration, you will see the impermanency, the suffering, the non-self, especially arising and disappearing of our mind and matter. And then you will experience the seven kind of bojjhanga. Yeah, this seven bojjhanga is like the five mental faculties. You have to adjust. When we study mental faculties, our faith and wisdom should be balanced, right? Our concentration and effort should be balanced. The same thing here, number 2, 3, 4, right? Investigation, effort, rapture. Sometimes it's necessary, to adjust with this passaddhi, tranquility, concentration, equanimity. As I told you right just now. This, if you have so much this investigation, effort, rapture, then you become agitation. Right? Yes, so much tranquility and concentration, and tranquility has become sluggishness, drowsiness. Should be balanced, this two groups. But still here, it's not necessary to balance with any factors. Here, I would like to tell you about, briefly something how to develop this bojjhanga, constituents of enlightenment, for the state mindfulness here, right? For the mindfulness. To gain this mindfulness, what we need? Constant noting of one's motion. Right? Constant noting of one's motion. The daily physical activities should be aware of all the time. And associating with the mindful. And so on. You have many things. I just tell you only two. Only two. To develop this investigation of the truth, what we need. We need to balance between saddha, faith, right? Faith, wisdom, effort, and concentration. And so on. For to develop our effort, virya here, what we need. Contemplating the dangers of the woeful state of existence. And keeping in mind the benefit of energy. And contemplating the greatness of the path and fruition. And so on. Here, contemplating the dangers of the woeful state of existence means now we are human beings. We have opportunities to do the good thing, to practice meditation. If we, unfortunately, after we die, right, if we go to be reborn as the woeful stage, it's no opportunity to practice meditation. You have to suffer all the time. No, as a human being, sometimes even come across the painful thing, painful sensation, if you compare with the woeful state, it's quite different. So it's thinking about the dangers of the woeful state of existence. We practice meditation for what? For gain enlightenment. When you gain first state enlightenment, you will not be reborn as the woeful state again. So think about that, and then your energy, your effort will occur. And keeping the mind the benefit of energy. When you practice meditation, use your energy, you get the result. No mental defilement come to interfere, disturb your mind. Right? And contemplating the greatness of the path and fruition. When we practice meditation, we can gain the magga phala, the path and fruition. Even the first state enlightenment, if you gain the first enlightenment, if you have to be reborn again, at most 7 lives. In previous life, or previously, maybe you have done the wrong thing, the evil thing. There's the wrong action, if gives the result, can go to hell. But when you get enlightenment, the door of the woeful states already closed. So it's thinking about that. And then, I have to try the best I can. Right, just to develop your virya, your energy. For to develop your piti, rapture here, recollection of attribute of the Buddha, Dhamma and Sangha. Sometimes as we do chanting, we have the attribute of the Buddha, the Dhamma, the Buddha's teaching, the Buddha disciple, just recollect that. And then you will get the rapture. Right, you get rapture. So number 4, just the recollection of attributes of the Buddha, and so on. Sometimes you need to make recollection. When your mind becomes laziness, drowsiness, so you have to use this piti, bojjhanga. And passaddhi, number 5. to develop this tranquility of mind. Having wholesome food, agreeable weather conditions, comfortable postures, and so on. So we need, this suitable food, or weather, and posture. Just to develop tranquilities of mind. To develop this concentration, samadhi, just a balance between saddha and panya, faith and wisdom, effort and concentration. And so on. To develop this tranquility, upekkha, just maintaining the balance between loving and hating. Just maintaining the balance between loving and hating. By contemplating the fact that karma alone is one possession. This to develop our constituents of enlightenment. Now we go to Maganga. Maganga. This Maganga is very, very important for meditator. Maganga here, Maga Anga, right? Maga is mean path, way, right? Anga is constituents, past constituents, or mostly we just call it the Noble Eightfold Path. Here, Magga, in Pali they call Magga. Ma is one word, Ga is one word, but two syllables, Magga. Ma here is mean kill. Ga is goes. Kill and go. What we have to kill? No, what we have to kill? Kill mental defilement. Kill mental defilement. When we go to Nibbana. Please remember these two words easily. Maga is ma is in killing, right? By killing the passion, the mental defilement, and go to Nibbana. It's called Maga. This Magga, number one, Samadhi. You already know that, right? Right understanding, Samma Sankappa, right thought, right thinking, Samma Vaja, right speech, Sama Kamanda, right action. Sama what? Right action, right? Sama Ajiva, right livelihood. Sama Vayama, right effort. Sama Sati, right mindfulness. And Sama Samadhi, right concentration. Their reality here, Paramattha Dhamma reality here, Samadhi, just amoha, wisdom, right? Wisdom in 34 types of consciousness. The same with Dhammajaya Sambhojanga, 33. And Sama Sankappa, right thought here, is reality Vitaka. Right? Vitaka. This Vitaka here just taking 26 types of consciousness. Vitaka, mental factors in 26 types of consciousness. Verse 26. Normally Vitaka is the 55, right? Here just taking 26 because we're talking about the factor of enlightenment. It's not concerned about unwholesome consciousness. Just in 26. 26 is the Maha Kusala A, right? Maha Kiriya A. Remember that, right? Sense sphere, wholesome consciousness A, functional consciousness A, and first jhana. How many first jhana? Just taking only 10 first jhana, excluding Rupavajara, Vipaka, first jhana, because this Vipaka Jitta in Rupavajara is not regarding about functioning. This is the factor of unattainment. So just taking first jhana 10. Rupa, form sphere, wholesome consciousness 1, and functional consciousness 1. There are only 2. We don't take vipaka, right? Only 2. And supramundane first jhana 8 and 2, 10. Right? So Ma Kusala 8, Ma Kiriya 8, and first jhana, javana. We see the javana. If the javana, no rupa vipaka. Just see the rest. Among 11, take off 1. Rupa vipaka, take off 1. Excluding Rupa Vipaka. So we just taking Rupa Vajra form sphere first jhana 1, functional consciousness 1, and supramundane first jhana 8. Altogether 26. Please remember that. Vitaka in 26 types of consciousness. This is the essential element of Samma Sankappa. Samma Vaja, right speech, is really here Samma Vaja in 16 types of consciousness. Mahakusala A and Lokuttara Chitta A. Samma Kamanda, right action, also Samma Kamanda in 16 types of consciousness. Samma Ajiva, right livelihood, is reality here is Sama Ajiva in the 16th type of consciousness. Sama Vayama, right effort. Virya in 42 type of consciousness. But here, Virya is not normal or virya. Right effort here is implied by the fourth supreme effort, what we already studied, supreme effort. Sammapadana 4, right? And Sammasati, right mindfulness here, stay in 42 types of consciousness. And Samma Samadhi, right concentration here, its reality is Ekakata in 42 types of consciousness. So about their nature, we already talking about that when we study Maganga 12, right? In mixed categories. Here, samadhi, right understanding, is right view, right belief, or right knowledge. Here is the knowledge of the Four Noble Truths. All our actions should be regulated by this wisdom. Right? So, when we understand the Four Noble Truths, when we practice meditation, so we just say it's the Four Noble Truths. That's our body. So we've studied later what is the Noble Truth mean, right? So every moment we experience this Noble Truth, especially about the suffering and the cause of suffering. And for the cessation of suffering, just momentary, we experience about that. Some, for example, right? For example, practice meditation, you will experience intense sensation. What is intense or suffering, right? Suffering. This suffering, if you not be aware of this sensation, you may have desire get up from this suffering. Maybe you want to move, right? You want to move, you want to change your position. What is the one to change your position, your desire? It's the mudaya, right? Yes, the mudaya. So when contemplate or observe on this feeling, sensation, you know the nature, the nature of this the Vedana sensation, and then no craving, no desires occurs. So we just see the suffering or the cause of this suffering. Why suffer? You know that. When you see the suffering, this is like nirodha. But that's a momentary, it's not really nibbana, right? It's momentary, your mental defilement, your greed, your craving, and it's not occur. Right? Why it's not occur?